Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you, midday money on a Friday, May the 9th. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing all right today, whether it's the morning, the noon, the night, wherever you are. Thanks for popping in. Scrollers on the Twitter, YouTube, notification bell, subscriber, members, whatever. Thanks. And if you're just finding it somehow, welcome on in. Thanks for popping in. Hit the like button on the like button. I got to change that to hit the thumbs up. It's the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up. It's a thumb up button. There we go. There we go. Now we're better. There you go. Thumbs up on YouTube. Picks and parlays, winners, Whiners, Sean Higgs. All the same but different. I do not own picks and parlays or winners or Whiners or winner free picks or any of the other channels I'm on. I post a show there. I post on my Sean Higgs channel. Notification was on for free picks on those channels. And, of course, the Midday Money Show. You don't miss out on that. iHeartRadio for the replay. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, you know, there's a lot of podcast places out there. So there is that. There is that. Now we'll move on to Friday action. Get some picks up. We're back into the ribbies. We got some ribbies for you. Yesterday we dropped Kansas City in the chat here under 8.5. Of course, you know, I go. 2-1 yesterday with the premium picks here. Kansas City under was one of them. It did not get there. Of course, the Dodgers under was a winner, and we had the Twins run line got there. But here, under, not a winner. Not a winner. NBA winner, Golden State. Team total under 95.5 winner. And we had hockey, Edmonton winner there. Plus, that was a little plus money on the ice. So that's we'll take a plus ice winner there. Now let's get to the chat and the comments. Ribby props are posted. We'll start them up. They are in the comments section. Everything is on Twitter. Still 4806. I can't get over 4806. This is like since last Friday. So a whole week I can't get a damn subscriber. Okay, a follower on Twitter. RBI props, 51 and 84 plus $1,170. Yankee props, Goldie plus 135. Belly, it's Cody Bellinger, by the way, plus 150. Judge, 2 ribbies, plus 310. For the A's, Tent City homeless playing in a minor league field athletic squad. Andujar, plus 160. Butler, he's going to do it, plus 155. And Langler's, whatever. I don't pronounce things properly. Plus 150. Now, I wish we had a Jack Wilson batting in the 5-hole kind of deal here or something like that. You know, I saw that he was projected to be leading off. He was leadoff hitter the other day. I don't love that spot. It was a nice $2 ribby for him as well. Soderstrom again, also in the 2-hole. I do like those 2 cats, but I went with middle lineup, guys. And I might end up kicking myself here, but whatever. If I got to kick myself, at least I know I'm flexible. There are your ribby props. Everything else, you see the scrolling, that had the sides and totals and all of our baseball and everything going. So I'll get those in the chat as well for you. And we'll see if we can get some winners, then we'll get on with our Friday of action. Whatever you got going on a Friday. Tigers on the road. You got 70 and 75 minus 620 here in the video. And this is similar to my overall Major League Baseball this year. I'm still under 500 a few games. I'm not worried about it. Last year we were 300 and like 306. We still ended up 2,000 to the positive. So it was a rough April. I'm not concerned with a month of baseball, a few games under 500. We'll get back on track here soon enough. I think we're about 10 games under, which is, not good. We're down like a little over a dime almost. I guess you go 10, roughly the same sort of odds how I bet the games here. So we're down about a dime, 1,200 or whatever, running those numbers. It's not terrible. It's not good. It's a long baseball season. And I love the card today. Here, you're going to get three of my premiums are right here in the chat for you. And I have a lot of games today. I actually like the card a lot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 Major League Baseball games loaded up on the site today. You can easily join. $31.20 for a week. You get all 13 of these. But let's go. We'll get back on track. I'm going 13-0 today. Tigers run line. Now, is this a great spot for the Tigers off a doubleheader? No. I understand that, kind of like what we said about the Dodgers yesterday. Not a great spot for the Dodgers coming out of Miami, traveling straight to Arizona for a game. Again, I'm not laying the 250 or 260 or whatever Scooble's laying here. It's Patrick Corbin, and he's pitched better. I'm not a huge Corbin fan. I'm not going to lay 270. We're going to hit the run line here with the Tigers. Marlins plus 115. You know I like Max Meyer. I am a Myers guy. I thought this kid's pretty good. I did have, I think 2 years ago, a Cy Young on him, and he was hurt, and he was gone. Him, Yuri Perez. This is what this Marlins team does. Alcantara, Cy Young guy. Tommy John. Meyer, Tommy John. Cabrera, Tommy John. Perez, Tommy John. I don't know what the Marlins are doing down here. But I'll take them here over the White Sox run line plus 115. The Padres run line, again, this is Colorado. You're off a doubleheader. You gave up 21 runs. Padres, you better win this game. And you win it by a couple runs. NBA 62-55 plus 590. Winning season in the NBA here. Thunder team total over 122.5 plus 145. Now, if you want to get a little fun, you want to ladder this up. 120.5 is plus 111. 124.5 is plus 187. 125.5 is plus 219. If that's something, would that be something you'd be interested in? Nothing on the ice today. 32 and 42 are down 455. Let's get to the chat and get out of here. Good morning, Brandon. Happy Friday to you also. Do you remember you said take the Brewers? Well, Astros this week. I did. I said take the Brewers yesterday. They lost. I said to take the Brewers the day before that. They won. I do like the Astros a little bit today, but prefer the under Astros with Hunter Brown on the hill. I felt bad. Yesterday I came in, Brandon, I said, you know what? I said, the Astros show up. I said, I told poor Brandon, I was in there arguing. I'm like, don't take the Astros. Don't take the Astros. And Framber pitches a gem. I mentioned you yesterday in the show. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thomas, we're out to lose 10 straight. Pirates, 7 losses, plus 123 today. I guess it's hard to lose 10 straight. They've lost 7 in a row. I almost, and I didn't do Braves run line. I should have. I probably should have added the Braves run line here. But Elder's been bad. How about an over? You know, I see an 8.5. Pirates are not a good team, Thomas. Is 123 worth it? Hey, we've lost 7 in a row. Tough to lose 8 in a row. I mean, I know it's 10. I know you're saying it's hard to lose 10 in a row, but they're not at 10. They're at 7. You can still lose 2 more before you get to 10. Winners and Whiners, picks and parlay, Sean Higgs, give them all a follow. Michael B is in the house. My guy Wine Time's here. Good to see Wine Time. Michael B 2-0 with the doggies on the ice. Nice win, Michael. Wine Time says, I'm the GOAT. I don't know if I'm the GOAT. I do all right. You know, I appreciate the kind words, Wine Time. There are the picks again. Brandon says, Astros got done Wednesday. Nice 9-1. They did. They lost the game before that, though. When I'm doing my bets here, when I'm telling you to take teams, it's more of, it's not one game, because if I had the Brewers the game before there as an underdog and they win, I think they win on Tuesday as well. What was this? What was the Tuesday score? They won 4-3 on Tuesday. They won, or they lost 9-1 yesterday. So would they win the Monday game? How was that series win? 5-1. Yeah. So they won 2 out of 3 in the series. I had them on Monday. I had them on Tuesday. I'm going to have to play them on Thursday or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Baseball's. I got to ride the streaks there. Just I know it's our guy Maurice is in here. He's anti. He's like, I don't. It's tough to sweep a team, and it is. But teams do go on losing streaks. Let's be honest. Toronto won yesterday. They had lost 4 in a row. Baltimore's lost 5 in a row. Detroit has won 4 in a row. Kansas City's won 6 in a row. Minnesota's won 5 in a row. The White Sox have lost 4 in a row. St. Louis has won 5 in a row. Pittsburgh has lost 4 in a row. Colorado, what's that? 6 in a row losses for them. Giants, 22-5 versus righties. Twins bullpen is gas. Hicks main pitcher is a sinker, throws at 54% of the time. Twins, 29th versus sinker. Hicks struggles versus lefties, 3 for the left. So you're on the Giants. I am on Minnesota in the over. Give me Minnie in the over here. It's Hicks. Hicks is bad. I mean, Paddock isn't much better. Hicks is Paddock in 5 years. Gary, hot diggity Arizona. Thank you. Dodgers can't win them all. Yeah, and today they're an underdog too, the Dodgers. And yes, like I said, Gary, great spot for Arizona. They're home. Dodgers off of a long flight from Miami. Why not do it again with Eduardo Rodriguez? That total is 10, by the way, today. I heard some of the information about the Twins on another YouTube show. Michael B. The Hicks. Again, you're a Giant fan. You want to run and take. I'm not running and take the Giant. I know they've won 2 in a row. Minnesota's won 5 in a row. Do I want to take Jordan Hicks at plus 120? Excuse me. Plus 105. So this line has come down. Minnesota was 120 last night. On the way down. I took Minnesota. Thomas says fade the Rockies. They are not a good team. You got to take the Padres on the run line. Ray says I'll take a Colorado because that's Phyllis's team, our aunt, and I should be coming to visit her next month. You know what, though, Brandon? You've just given up 21 runs on Sunday in a doubleheader. Or was that Sunday? It was a doubleheader. It was a doubleheader on a Thursday. You gave up 21 runs. No one is believing in you. Of course they win today. Go for it. Panda says, got all the Guardians today. Phillies bullpen is gas from the Rays series. Closure is 2 days in a row. And plus, it's Aaron Nola who's not pitched well. My problem with that is Gavin Williams does not look good at all. He was supposed to be good, right? Let's get those Gavin Williams rookies right into the trash. Right into the trash. Yeah, Valdez looked good yesterday. And he needed a good outing. He's not been sharp. I said that yesterday, right? Going to yesterday's game, he was the team was 2-5 in his starts. So Michael says, Nuggets spread and a money line. I will wait till tip. Let the public hammer the Thunder. I love them to bounce back. Thunder first game in altitude. No Scott Foster, so Joker should not foul out. Listen, you see me, I got the Thunder team total. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think we see points. I got no opinion on this side, though. I will take Arizona again today, but not huge like last night. Yeah, well, I mean, fading Yamamoto is a good spot. Now, I don't like that he got beat up a little bit. I have a Cy Young on him. You're going to have a bad outing. You're not going to be, unhittable every single game. But I like Arizona again here today. You're not getting any arguments out of me fading the Dodgers, Gary, because I've been here. I say the Dodgers are an overrated squad. Yes, they won the World Series last year. You know what? They needed every game in the World Series to get to their win total that they were projected to in March. So that's the way I look at them. Same as this year's squad. They're not winning 105 games. The bullpen's in shambles. The starting rotation, where are they? Isn't Snell hurt? Glasnow's hurt. So Donnie Betts Freeman. Okay, what else you got here? Teoscar's on the injured list. Bunch of guys hitting 210. How about, Rodriguez is what, a 120 fave here? More? $120 fave. I might just take Arizona on their own line plus 170. If they win, why not? Why not win 8-5? Yankees over 9.5. This was 11 before. This was 10 last night. There are 11s out there now. Good find on 9.5. That's got to be a good little PPH you found there. Yeah, definitely take the over in this series. Which team did you choose for opening? What team did you choose for opening? Opening what? I'll be betting the Giants every time they face a right-handed starter for the foreseeable future. Hicks is terrible. I called the starting pitcher and watch. Agree with the over. So tomorrow, the Giants will be facing Joe Ryan and Webb. Good pitching matchup there. Is that an under? That's a nice under, I think. Although they pushed Ryan back 2 days. Gas station sushi. At least you're not seeing it every 3 seconds today. So there's that. Yeah. Like, what is that about? That's like bizarre. And it was the night before I had wiped down the desk. I wiped down my shelf, clean up the dust. I do get a little dusty. I changed my AC filter. I usually do it every 3 months. That was it's May, so that was like 5 months. I didn't change since Christmas, so it was a little dirty. But I wipe everything down. And I'm thinking to myself, why is the dust still flying around? Maybe because I was playing with my books. I don't know. No sneezing today. No, see, I'll be out in Vegas. I'm taking a July trip to Vegas, sushi, with my wife and daughter in July for a couple of days. I don't know if I'll be down in South Point. I'm staying on a strip because my wife hasn't been there since 2006, and my daughter's never been there. Like we said, more MLB. Brewers money line, Guardians money line, and the Cubbies money line. So the Brew Crew versus the Rays. Yeah, okay, let's do it. The Guardians versus Nola. Sign me up. And the Cubbies and the Mets. This actually, out of all the games, I said I got like 12, 13 games today. This one I have real no opinion on. No real opinion on this game. I have to say, totally wrong about Clayton Holmes, though. He has pitched very well coming out from being a closer. Good for him. I thought, what are you going to get out of this guy? 4 innings every game? He's been solid. He's had one bad outing. Not a bad start to the season for Clay Holmes. Do you have Prime Video on Amazon? Yes, I do have Prime Video. Give me a show. You have a show? Mr. Weskers, can you explain the llama? Yes. So the big llama here he is. So I had sold our house. We sold our house, and we were moving. We went to an apartment because I was like, let's sell the house and we'll go look for a new house in Texas, right? We're in Jersey. So I'm in an apartment, and it's lockdowns, and it's February. And the kids are online learning. Everybody's in this little apartment. Sometimes the kids will go to my parents' house, a little more room there. And my daughter's like, your video looks so sad because I'm doing my video. I was doing like Midday Money. It was just kind of a college basketball show. So she was watching on her computer. And she's like, it looks so sad because it was like literally a little corner. You go back and see videos on channels. And it was like just white. It was like literally a little carve out, and it was an apartment. It was just painted white, and I wasn't doing nothing. I'm like, I need a place to sleep for 3 months. Actually, it was longer now. It was like 8 months, but whatever. So there was nothing, no decorate. There was nothing. There was a blank wall. So she drew the little llama. So the llama was just like kind of leaned up against a little basket behind me. And it's come around since. That's it. That's the llama. And the memorabilia, that's Schellenberger. We love him. Miami head coach. There's a little llama. There's a big Johnny Blue. Randy White signed mini helmet. That is a Superbook mini helmet signed by the Barber Brothers. I actually won that from Taylor Mathis when she first got on Twitter. She worked Superbook, and I retweeted. I was the only person who retweeted her. Now, people love Taylor Mathis. I wonder why. But she followed me first, and I won the helmet. There we go. Then I got some more Johnny. Well, one's a Johnny Blue, and one is a Johnny Drama Scotch. And then who's over there? That is a Bosworth mini helmet and a bottle of Beach Badge vodka from New Jersey, from the Jersey Shore. That's my little. That was me. My mom made me that when I was a little kid. What else is behind me? I don't even know. Got my father's old Redskin helmet. So there you go. That's the crap hanging behind me. Of course, there's Johnny Drama, signed auto. Might take the Leafs. Everyone thinks the Panthers will bounce back. Yeah, it's a big number. I know Florida's down 2-0. No way they could lose again, right? I think Toronto plus 2-1. Are you under the show? Or are you going to go? Are you under the show or are you going to do the show and you can come back? For what? I can do a little morning show in Vegas. Obviously not on the day I fly out. I won't do a show. But I will do a morning little rundown. For sure. I'll be in Vegas in the fall. Sometimes I go out in October because I usually have to do stuff on there if I'm on a VSiN or something. So I go out in person to be on their show. Possibly. I'll keep you posted. You'll know. I'll come on here and tell you. Sure got a deal still there for $400 for 2 nights, 200 dining credits, $2. I saw. Is it 200? I thought it was 100 credits and the 100 drink free. I think it's $100. I can't say it's Circa though. My daughter's 15. Not gonna. I'll stay at Circa and put her somewhere else. Randy White, the Mancer. Yes. So I got the Randy White mini helmet. It's my guy. I was doing a show last night with Gabe, and we were talking about jerseys, like on the segment before they were talking jerseys. I'm like, I've never bought a jersey for myself, a football jersey. Don't have one football jersey. My whole life. I go to games, I'd have a hoodie on. I went to football games in the 90s. I had a starter jacket team. Wish I had those starter jackets still. Why the Boz? Why wouldn't you have the Boz? I actually have a Bo Jackson photo of him when he trucked him on Monday Night Football. The Boz, man. Come on. The Boz was good. They changed the name to Exxon Mobil gas station by our house. Why wouldn't it be Exxon? What would it be as opposed to Exxon? I'm going to put the picks back in the chat and we'll get out of here. Tigers on the run line. Marlins on the run line. Padres run line. It's run line money on a Friday. NBA Thunder team total over 122.5 plus 145. You can take away 2 points. You can add 2 points and ladder this if you want to do. I think we see points with the Thunder. Nothing on the ice. Nothing on the ice. And then we'll get to the Ribby props one last time. We'll put them in the chat as well. Yankee A's props. Obviously, 90 degrees here at 9 o'clock at night in Sacramento. Goldie, 135 for Goldschmidt. Bellinger, 150. 2 ribbies from Judge is plus 310. 2 ribbies. A's, we're going to go Andahar plus 160, Butler plus 155, and Langleys plus 150. I personally don't trust the syndicates. I think they're part of the Ferris machines. What do I think? The syndicates. Well, I'm not a syndicate cat. I am all a solo guy. I don't, do I know people in kind of groups and stuff like that? Yes. Do I always play their plays? No. If I get golf or something I don't use from them, will I bet it? Yeah, a little bit. They're part of a nefarious machine. And they still make starter jackets. I have 2 bulls in a race. Yeah. No, they're not like the old. Don't say they still make starter jackets. It's not like an old school starter jacket. That's like, hey, man, did you watch the remake of Red Dawn? No, it was terrible. It was terrible. Now they want to do American Psycho remake? Get the hell out of here. Stop ruining my life by ruining movies that were great when I was a kid. Gary says, Matt Tkachuk score a goal 175 with a shot. All right. You're the ice guy. I'm not an ice guy, Gary. Matt Tkachuk. Not his old man Keith Tkachuk. Brent says, if you go to Vegas, tell Winnie, say hi to Detroit Lenny. Is that what you're trying to say? Yes. I will. There you go. A Friday show in the book. Midday May tomorrow. Notification bells on. I've been putting up some basketball free picks there on the Picks and Parlay channel. So it is exactly the same jacket. What are you talking about? It's clothing. I own the same 2 jackets when I was a kid. It's not the same jacket. 100% not the same. Can't be the same. One's made in 2024. One's made in 1994. 2 different jackets. No. Yeah. Under 21. Circa is 21 and over. That's it. No, I don't know if they have a deal today. I think it's strictly for Circa. I was doing another show. I was like, I got like 4 credit card alerts because I was booking multiple flights and hotel rooms for different days for the summer on my card. And I was using my Caesars card for all the Caesar properties. And it was like, badoop, fraud charge. Is this you? Please type yes. Proceed with your charge. I'm like, man, I go back and what has not been approved? Did the boys do their show in the mornings? I can't find it. Did the boys? Who's that? The Earls? No, Nick Earl is gone. It's only Tim. It's a one-man show now in the Earls. Trafficking. What are we talking about? For the under 21? Do you remember when because they built that? Hold on a second. Ben says, I'm going to the Astro game tomorrow night against my college pitcher. Can you tell me how he's doing? Who's this tomorrow? You knew this guy from college? Brady Singer or Lance McCullers? I don't like. I'm going to take the Reds tomorrow because McCullers is still coming back from injury. I do not like Lance McCullers tomorrow. You're nuts. It wasn't made in 85, so it's not the same jacket. What did they lose? The technology made the same jacket? I'm just saying it's not an old school jacket. There's a difference between vintage and new. Come on, you know this, Mike. You know, a pair of Levi's from the 80s is worth a lot of money compared to a pair of Levi's you buy now. It's just different. My mom works for Exxon. It's her company. Any parts for the Denver Mavericks? So the Denver, I really don't like any side or total in the Maverick in the Denver game. I do like the team total. I think I got. Well, it's not there. It's in the scroll. Team total over 124.5. Money on Markel's in the house, and as opposed to the Golden State game for tomorrow, I don't know. It's what 5.5. I'm more interested in taking the Knicks tomorrow. Why do people want to wear other people's clothes? I'm not saying wearing other people's clothes. You brought up a point that they make starter jackets. I'm just saying the starter jacket from 2025 is different than the starter jacket I had in 1992. And what's the difference? Do you wash your clothes? It's not like you're buying some dude's old underwear and socks. Money on Markel likes the Astros on the run line today with Hunter Brown and the Padres. Kind of hits the Tigers. Listen, I like the Tigers. It is a bad spot for sure. off the doubleheader out of Colorado, no less. I mean, the Padres, though, you want to take Colorado? I don't want to take Colorado. I understand taking them. They gave up 21 runs yesterday, so of course, no way they can win today. But I'd rather lose with the Padres than take a flyer on the Rockies. Drop 6 in a row. I will do a show tomorrow, yes. Boston first quarter for Moneyline Markel tomorrow. Sergeant Jack is saying both made in China. China. I'm just saying. There's something about an old school Charlotte Hornets jersey from 1993 as opposed to the new one today. Maybe because you were wearing it because of LJ and Alonzo Mourning back in the day. Markel likes the Cavaliers first quarter. I think the Cavs lose. I'm taking the Pacers every game for the rest of the series. And I'm covering at least half, probably winning some of these outright. There's that. All right, time to go get all my action in here. Here's the rest of them. They're all in the chat. Raining in Delaware. The Blue Hens, sad day. It's only 75 here. Not like Arizona. Arizona and LA tonight at 10 o'clock at night, it'll be 99 degrees in Arizona. Yes. LJ and Muggsy Bogues. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow. Thumbs up, thumbs down, notification bells on.